precious. I am back. It's Wednesday and I'm here with Althea. I am
Hi.
Jennifer Juniper and I'm here for your call to adventure. And today we have a special treat, might even become a series once again. This is something I did way before anybody was super into YouTube. Some of my old videos you could see where I would tell stories and give you some information about crystals. Because here at Majestic Hudson, we love to educate everybody about crystals. So if you want to know more, follow along and subscribe here and everywhere that we have, Instagram, TikTok, all the places. And we will, and go to majestichudson.com because that's where all of our goodies are.
Yes, all the things here are for sale today.
So we've rebooted our Crystal of the Week.
I've been the person behind the scenes making the little Crystal of the Week edits on Instagram, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. I think it's really funny that these stones that we're talking about today are one of the most precious stones, gemstones of the world, revered for how difficult it is to find it and cut it and everything. And then it's next to and has basically the same name as a stone that is man-made, and now everybody knows the name of it because of our
Taylor
friend
Swift.
Taylor
Swift.
So track 3 on Life of a Showgirl, Opalite.
Opalite. So we have Opalite and we have
Opal.
Precious, man-made. Man-made. Precious. If we were standing, we'd be kicking right now. You know it. Aw, hey dude. That's an Opalite angel. We only have a few of those left.
Because we don't have Jorge behind us.
I know. The cat's not here when I'm usually doing these from home, right? I think that I would want to start with Opal.
Yeah, because that's the OG. It's where it came from.
Yeah, exactly. And all of these stones, they do have metaphysical properties. We will get to that. But, because I wouldn't be talking about man-made stuff if I didn't think it was something that was worth the properties that it imbibes. So we'll start with Opal.
All right. I think, yeah, it's good. Let's start with our raw specimens. So we have 2 versions of these tiny raw specimens. You can see that some have a bit of inclusions from the rock it came from, and the other ones have been cut into these cute little squares.
Actually, this one I mixed up. Some of it is from Brazil, but some of it's from India.
Oh, wow.
Like this raw.
The raw one's very beautiful.
Which, by the way, good segue. So what on this table doesn't look like a crystal?
This is our other raw specimen of natural opal. I really do love this piece.
Now, who would have thought it's opal? But just imagine sometimes when stones come in and they're raw and they get cut and they're faceted and their true iridescence comes out.
I love watching these videos actually of like people cutting stones for jewelry, because they'll take a piece like this and they really take away like almost all of it to really get to that face that has the iridescent aspect to it.
I want that crystal gravy. We call like all the crystal dust that comes in. I save everything for like spell work, and I call it crystal gravy.
So okay, can I get into the science part of why opal is like this?
Yes, 1000%.
So this, and basically inside of an opal, every crystal has a crystal structure, and inside the opal, it's like there's a bunch of little spheres next to each other and stacked, and because of that, the way the light hits it, it refracts off of every single one of those little spheres. And that's why it makes a rainbow. And it's no matter what angle you're looking at it, it's really shimmering. Everywhere on the earth, I wouldn't say like every country, but on every continent. There's a lot found in Australia,
Brazil,
Peru,
Ethiopia,
Mexico. Ethiopia is like the really amazing cuts are from Ethiopia and Australia. And then also casual shout out to Colorado, Nevada, and New Mexico also.
The reason that we wanted to start with this is not just because of Taylor Swift, because this stone is actually known as the artist's stone. for so many reasons. It's a stone that helps like your intuition come out. You're very honest in terms of how you portray your craft. I would even go so far to say there's like every palette in an opal. No matter how you look, and you have to kind of, artists when they work, if you think of like a beautiful painter, like Monet is a good example, right? Think of all the colors in a Monet painting, right? That could be, I would say that's a good analogy for an opal. Yeah. So it is the artist stone, and it really helps us as artists to focus.
Yes. Opal is a stone that embraces a fire element. So they talk a lot about when you do any reading on opal, like it brings like a fire out of you. It brings an authenticity out of you and a creativity and passion. And so I think that also is why it's really good for artists. It helps with making ideas. It helps with just like the drive to make art. And it is just so beautiful as well.
Yeah, I love it. It's gorge. So we have so many different opals here though, just to give you a little, array of what we have. We already sort of went into looking at this raw format of, I think this is Ethiopian actually.
Yes, so I would say that one and the little ones are both precious opal.
Yeah.
And then over here, I have some examples of other opals that are they call like the common opal, because these ones don't necessarily like have that rainbowy effect, but they're still chemically an opal. And they have the same, minerals that make it up. These are pink opals. So I have a pink opal sphere, a heart, some earrings, and this lovely necklace, which we have all of these at our store, and we are obsessed. And then this one right here is a dendritic opal. And they call it that because there's all of these lines. It's like dendrites, like roots that are creeping up around the stone.
This is one of my favorites, honestly.
Yeah.
I really like how this one looks. Look at that. It's like the earth.
True.
And it's just the way it's like it almost has purple in it, pink, green. And it just feels right. I see what you're saying with all those little threads.
Yeah.
The name opalite came from a Sanskrit word that's upala, U-P-A-L-A, which actually stands for jewel. And I kind of love that. So that just sort of shows you that's been a revered stone for quite some time, that even the name was given in Sanskrit to mean basically precious stone.
Yeah. Now I could see why someone would want to emulate this. And so in 1974, the scientists of the crystal world decided to go in with a microscope, with however they want to go in, and actually get down to business of why opals glisten so beautifully and like the crystal structure of it. And so it took a few years, but we have had now opalite, man-made opal, in stores available to buy since 1980. So it's been what, 50 years?
Yeah. So this is opalite. Now, this is probably one of maybe three or the only man-made stone we have at the shop. It's very popular. And I call it the iridescent marshmallow, but I need to stop saying that because we don't want to eat it.
We have kids parties sometimes, and we were like, this is the cosmic marshmallow, this is the iridescent marshmallow, and then they're like, ha ha, and I'm like,
no.
You're 6, like you might actually, so I'm like, stop.
Whoops, my bad. Oh my goodness. But we have like palm stones.
A few different things. This is like a very like shimmery kind of opalite, less clear and more just on the iridescent side. We have opalite moons, and pretty much it's a glass that then has been heat treated, and it might also have a few other minerals like dolomite in it and a couple other things to make it a little shimmery, and that's how it's made.
So now I was even wondering about this. It's like, okay, so if this is a man-made crystal, then why do we name it with properties, right? So I kept thinking about that until we dug a little deeper, because we like to get into the earth science of things. And it is man-made glass. However, as you said, some of the chemical compositions are related to dolomite or various metals, which actually give it this like kind of grounding essence. So in terms of properties, like healing properties, I always say it's like a hope stone. It's for peace, it's for calmness, it's for sometimes like contact with the divine. I think that goes for both of these to a certain extent. And it's easy to remember too, because just think of all the light coming in.
They both are related to the crown chakra.
Yeah, crown chakra, exactly.
But regular opal has a connection to the heart chakra as well. And that's also, I think, why it's also the artist stone, because it's like, oh, my emotions and the things I'm thinking about with it.
Yeah.
But they say that with opalite, it's like third eye and crown, and it's, but in like a very serene and like calming way.
Yeah, like a passive, inviting way.
Yes. I wouldn't say that it's gonna stimulate your crown and third eye as much as maybe like lapis or apatite or any of those, but it's gonna calm those parts of you.
Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna give you a little tour of some of these that we do have here in the shop if you're interested. But I think that's kind of a wrap up. This is literally the difference between opal and Opala, I should say, and opalite. And I think we'll be going into some other ones some other time. What do you think? Since those were very in tune with light and goodness and all of those types of things, I'm going to have Althea actually draw from this amazing new deck that we have. It's called the Light Code Apothecary. It seems very fitting for any kind of opal or opalite. And while you do that divination, I'm going to figure out a little poem to end. Oh, you know what that means. I love about this because the book says a lot.
Okay, so I got this card that says, be moved. Immerse yourself in music that moves you.
Taylor Swift, Opalite.
I wish I could put it in.
I know.
Wish.
Yeah.
Oh, the sky's
We made the video would go down.
So this is number 19, which not a number I usually get. Wow. This is so accurate.
Go.
So, this card invites you to be in a state of awe at the incredible world in which we have incarnated. So often, we take the beauty of that surrounds us for granted. Seeing this human experience as the miraculous blessing it is can be hard sometimes, but this card encourages us to step out of the everyday, the seemingly mundane, and find something beautiful. It could be nature, sky, or the face of a child. Let the world stop for a moment while you truly feel this sacred presence to be moved. And then it does go in a bit about memories and music, and it's saying about like cultivate happiness, like think of your experiences with music. It allows yourself to deepen and be yourself and receive when you're listening to music that makes you happy.
Interesting.
And then there's a recommendation with breath awareness to align your breath to the music or the sounds of nature around you. Play with your breath as a means of connecting with your environment, bringing you into a deep presence with it. Listen to it merge with all the sounds around you.
I like this deck.
It's beautiful.
It's really good.
This is my first time drawing from
Really?
it.
No way. Is that the one that flew out?
Yeah.
All right. So many poems to read all the time. But this is my other favorite, The Enlightened Heart. Do you think I like this book? Look at all these Post-its from like 100 years ago. Because I'm probably 100 years old. Okay. Since we're talking about truth, I'm going to do a Rainer Maria Rilke, I believe it's Rilke, poem. And we will end off a little bit here. So We are the driving ones. We are the driving ones, but the step of time. Think of it as a dream in what forever remains. All that is hurrying will soon be over with. Only what lasts can bring us to the truth. Young men, don't put your trust in the trials of flight, into the hot and quick. All things already rest. Darkness and morning light, flower and book. I love that.
Darkness and morning light. The refraction
Darkness
of light.
and light, flower and book. It's like bringing you into the world and out of the world.
Yeah.
I love that.
Beautiful. I do think it's one of the most beautiful things that nature's created.
Books?
No, opal.
Opal. I really wish I had I wish this was polished, but then we'd have to have it in a locked case. Wasn't there there was just a robbery somewhere? Someone stole a bunch of jewels again?
Oh, the Louvre heist.
Oh my God, what is going on in this world?
And then that's made me think of Uncut Gems. And if you've seen Uncut Gems, you know that that's about an Ethiopian opal. And I'm gonna say it again. That's about an Ethiopian opal. That's one of the biggest in the world, and it's beautiful.
I mean, the more that we work with crystals, the more I understand, and I'm sure we'll get there, being artists, that is, where all of these together, just someday I just want to wear one of those Gilded Age necklaces with all the things just dripping, and just see how that feels, other than the opulence, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That would be so awesome.
But lots of opal. Maybe we'll find something cool. I bet you there's a Tiffany one from that Art Deco age.
We can put in some cute pictures.
Yeah, we'll show you some cool stuff that's out in the world that maybe you can also go see, maybe at the Met or someplace like that if you're in New York. So that's about it. We're gonna just roll into this, and then next week I'll probably be in with some rituals because it is November. And if you haven't already, sign up for our mailing list at majestic.hudson.com. And that's about it. See you soon. Bye, guys. I'm Jennifer Juniper, and this is Althea, and I am here for your call to adventure. So please subscribe if you want to hear more things about crystals and rituals and energy healing and all those things. I cover everything. Something different every week, pretty much. So that's entertaining, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. See you later. Talk about crown chakra.
Woo!
Dang.
Bye.